And we're live, everyone. This is amateurgamer, and I'll be returning to amateurgamer casting Age of Empires 2 DE, and we're on the map Arabia. For red, we have Golaren playing as the Mayans, and for green, we have Ferk playing as the Britons. So Archer versus Archer matchup. I mean, actually, was it the Mayans? I can't remember. There was one civilization that I remember. It had like no bonuses towards. Oh wait, no, that's I think China. China is said to be Archer Civ, but their research only benefits their unique unit, the Chocanu. Otherwise, they have nothing else that actually helps. So Mayans start with one extra villager, resources last longer. Yeah, see, at least archer cost is reduced. So it's not just plumed archers. And more attack versus buildings. Okay, before I thought it was not that good. Because I'm like, well, you know, if you have range units attacking buildings, it's gonna take forever. But if you don't have any melee units, because let's see, how much does arson? It says do more damage, but I don't know what that more damage is. This might actually be a sizable amount, so you never know. If we have a large number of archer, crossbows, or arbalists, you might be able to just level buildings very quickly. Because if you have 10, that's like 60 extra damage towards buildings. And I do know that, you know, buildings do have pierce armor, so they're not the easiest to take down. It's always weird when you speed it up, right? Because everything's like, oh, it's so much faster. So we have mill. It's pretty standard. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to start loading this game sooner, so we will probably catch up to live gameplay very quickly. Unfortunately. But yeah, the Mayans. I mean, that's the thing, right? If you start seeing like all the same civ, it starts getting boring. Right? You want some diversity. Like Britons we see a ton of. They're a strong civ, don't get me wrong. It's just that if you're casting and all you're casting is like the same civs, yeah, it kind of loses its excitement. It's nice to get some slightly less popular, right? So not Goths, not Britons. Aztecs, you can get a fair amount. Actually, I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. Just had something from real life. Hopefully all you'll hear is like, well, all you'll experience is like a 2-second delay between I have to leave and I'm back. So we are seeing some archers from green. Is red going? Oh, is red actually going for the counterplay, anticipating archer rushes? Okay, I was like, why can't I move? Oh no, never mind. I don't know why, but I thought those flags were on the barracks. So we have green archers. We have red archers. No, for a moment I thought red was doing like anticipating that his or her opponent is gonna go for archers, so it decides to go for Eagle Scouts, which are actually very scary for early archers. that would have been like some next level sort of thing. Eagle Scout. And that's the thing, right? They're pretty good at raiding too, because they're pretty fast. But I don't think we'll see that. We'll just see some skirmishers and some archers. How are you gonna get out? I don't... Okay, red deleted a section of the wall. Why not go for... Well, I guess they're kind of expensive, right? Okay, they're gold expensive, but in terms of food, they're definitely cheaper. Red went for men-at-arms? Huh. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I was wondering why. So green did lose a villager. Yeah, just keep... Wow. As I keep running, but where you run does matter. And now there's an opening. Yeah, I'm like, why is red not attacking? So what is green's answer? Green is not producing any military unit. Maybe green's confident that he or she has enough archers to deal with this. Yeah, focus on their archers first. Are there more? Yep, there are more skirmishers coming in. I will admit, fighting skirmishers is a bit of a pain. Yeah, you had to go melee range and just... Well, greens do an okay job. Yeah, every micro. Actually, that villager's almost dead. See, this is where I'm like, are you really attacking? Are you missing? Is it because of the pierce armor? Well, I mean, you could kill that villager if you want. Yeah, he's like, screw this. I mean, he's not gonna get out alive, let's face it. I really don't know who won that trade. It does feel like green lost a couple of villagers, maybe one or two. It's kind of hard to keep track when you also have, right, other losses. So there's a new Eagle Scout. Is red still producing? Okay, for a moment there I thought red built some towers. I'm like, why? They didn't. I wonder if a group of Eagle Scouts... I know it's very gold expensive, but I wonder if that might have paid bigger dividends. Just because they are much harder to deal with. I mean, what are the stats? Yeah, they only have 30 health. 30 health and no pierce armor. While these guys have 50 health and 2 pierce armor. So, without upgrades, essentially, those archers are only half as effective. Now we'll just have to see, because I think things will quiet down. Maybe red will do some harassment. I think red still has the rally point. Red kind of forgot. Yeah, red is like, wait a minute. Yeah, they didn't... How much damage do they do? Not very much, as you can see. Yeah, they do like 1 damage because of the pierce armor. Okay, they are attacking. But having that Eagle Scout is kind of annoying to deal with. In terms of military, red isn't that far ahead. But green does have some... I love how the skirmisher... Oh my god, the skirmisher is gonna... It's getting tickled to death. Did they break through? Maybe. Okay. All those scout cavalry should clean this up. I mean, if they go for knights, it would work pretty well too. Skirmisher. Yeah, red doesn't have a anti-cavalry contingent right now. Unless they have... I mean, that's the thing, right? These are just scout cavalry. Like, Eagle Scout could still fight them. I think they have another... Oh, the gold is here? Do they not have something else? Yeah, being moved off gold is kind of annoying. Both sides are in Castle Age, so it will be interesting. Are they going for knights? They're going for scout cavalry, really? Haven't not learned that scout cavalry don't necessarily have an edge over Eagle Scout? I mean, yeah, they're cheap. They use food only, but actually, they seem a bit weaker than Eagle Scouts. So, what's actually happening is, and they're going after the skirmishers. So these Eagle Scouts are still, wait. So green is using scout cavalry to focus on enemy trash units. I can't say I'm a fan of that. More scout cavalry? I mean, having these scout cavalry kind of stuck in the corner. Like, red isn't even losing much. And right now, red's composition deals with all of these. Ooh, all of these villagers dying will hurt. That's the thing. Eagle Scouts are also not the easiest units to kite with archers. Especially given the archers' low HP and damage. Oh, now you're getting knights. About time. Because knights wreck all of these. Whether skirmishers or... But the thing is, the knight is not killing these fast enough. And if green lose any more villagers, they're gonna be in a really bad situation. Red is like, I don't care about their survival, I just want these villagers dead. So how's the villager count? Green is definitely lower. I feel like red hasn't been building as many villagers. But what's your answer, green? You're getting Eagle Warriors against Knights. Yeah, that's gonna work very well, as we'll see very soon. I mean, they do have access to Halberdiers, so going for some pikes is not a bad idea. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong production tab. Okay, yep, we have pikemen. I'm so confused. Britain that goes heavy scout cavalry. Yeah, the weird thing is they're not even. Yeah, Britain's going for, like, why aren't these light cavalry? At least they'll perform better, but right now they're just getting slaughtered. I'll admit, red is responding properly to the composition that green has. Green also has a large opening now, so if red decides to raid with Eagle Warriors, it's not gonna go too well for a lot of these villagers. But the question is, when will red be able to probe that weakness? Okay, lions are doing more damage to red right now. Not, you know, not trying to insult green, but the lion seems to be doing more work. Because right now, green doesn't have, well, I guess red doesn't either. But if red decides to attack now, it'd be pretty good. I think they're going a little overboard with pikemen. Some pikemen is good, but getting more Eagle Warriors just for the raiding purposes is better in my opinion. I find it funny how even if you play at the same, you know, like I'm just doing normal playback speed, and for whatever reason, if enough time passes, I could still fast forward a little bit. Not a ton, but enough to make it interesting. Yeah, if they kept probing, I don't think you can run through that though. They have to cut through that tree too. So we do see some skirmishers. Skirmishers are probably not great. I mean, against pikemen they should be fine. Because pikemen, I mean, they have some pierce armor. Has green just gave up? Yep, green is like, I'm caving under pressure. At least I think that's the case. Like for red, they have 1, 2, 3. They have 3 town centers. They're getting a monk. They're going to get that relic. Green has been mostly turtling up. It just felt like green lost a ton of villagers. A lot more than they should have. Like if they had went for knights sooner, they probably could have dealt with the attack earlier. But the fact that they kept going for scout cavalry, which are like weaker than, I mean, there were a couple of things, right? Green went for scout cavalry, which are weaker than Eagle Scout, and green was ordering them to target enemy skirmishers when they probably should have targeted the enemy Eagle Scout, because once those are gone, then it's much easier. And plus, Eagle Scout are pretty gold expensive. Going after the skirmishers, even if you get them, they're trash units. They're still relatively easy to replace early on. So I think that was green's mistake. And then after that, yeah, green was just always on the defensive. Green tried to have that one offensive move, and it failed miserably, where they had scout cavalry trying to go through here. They got pincered between pikemen, the main red forces, died a horrible death, and that was about it. That was the closest thing green had to attack. So I don't know why they have resigned with all of these knights. Wait, are these all knights? These knights would have cleaned. Actually, it depends on how many pikemen. I mean, there are more pikemen. So maybe green knows about it? Or maybe just like, in terms of psychological warfare, green is like, I've had enough. Because red was always controlling the pace. Unless, nope, there's certain castle age. Yeah, I guess green just had it. Green is like, it didn't start out well, I didn't perform well. Let's just get a clean slate and start again. Anyways, I am going to end the video here. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.